They had failed 20
Covering
times.
fire now!
20
Target
elite
acquired,
Navy
engaging!
SEAL snipers,
Suppressing
trained to
fire
perfection,
effective!
had missed
Copy,
every
keep it
single
tight!
shot. The
Last
target
burst
remained
clear!
untouched. And then a mess hall cook, a woman everyone ignored, stepped forward. Her first shot hit center mass. What city are you watching from today? If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe for more stories about extraordinary people. Her name was Lieutenant Mara Hayes, though no one outside a select few knew it. To the SEAL teams, she was just the cook, the person who kept the kitchens running and the morale high. She had served in special operations, earned her trident, and survived missions that demanded precision beyond imagination. But her presence was hidden behind aprons, ladles, and endless pots of stew. It was a clear morning on the training range. The sun had just begun to climb, casting a crisp light over the desert terrain. The SEALs were frustrated, their pride bruised. A moving target, set 300 meters away, had evaded their perfect aim. Every calculation, every adjustment, every professional instinct had failed. The target was simple. The conditions were controlled. Yet every one of them had missed. The teams muttered, exchanged glances, and shook their heads. Confidence was cracking. They had spent weeks preparing for this exercise. It was supposed to test their limits, to prove their dominance. Instead, it had become a stage for repeated failure. Mara watched silently. The SEALs did not notice her at first. She moved quietly between the barricades, adjusting her apron, her hands callous but steady. They were mocking the target, making excuses, blaming the wind, the distance, the rifle. Every failure added tension, a pressure that weighed on everyone's shoulders. "Maybe this isn't our day," one of the snipers said. "We've tried everything." "No," another replied, voice tight. "It's not us. Something's off." The laughter of frustration mixed with sharp sighs. Mara had already prepared her rifle the way she had been trained to do years ago. She checked her windage, her elevation, her breathing. Every movement was deliberate, practiced, surgical. But she kept her head down. She didn't need acknowledgement. Recognition was irrelevant. Skill spoke louder than pride. Still, she could feel the judgment. The SEALs had no idea who she truly was. To them, she was a cook, someone who chopped vegetables and stirred sauces. They hadn't seen her in the field, hadn't watched her execute long-range shots under fire. In their minds, the idea that someone like her could succeed seemed possible. Mara stepped forward. Calm, measured, confident. She aligned her shot, adjusted her stance, and exhaled slowly. Then she squeezed the trigger. The bullet found its mark perfectly, piercing the center of the target. Silence fell. The SEALs froze, disbelief written across every face. Their mouths open, words failing them. They had watched 20 attempts. They had doubted the target, doubted themselves. And now, finally, someone no one expected had succeeded. Mara lowered her rifle, her eyes steady. No smirk, no arrogance. Just a quiet certainty that comes from knowing your own capabilities, a calm born of experience that no title or uniform could convey. In that moment, respect was earned in a single decisive action. One of the lead snipers finally spoke. "Who are you?" Mara looked at him and smiled faintly. "I've been here all along. You just didn't notice." That day, the lesson was clear. Skill cannot be measured by appearances. Experience cannot be judged by rank or position. True mastery lies in preparation, discipline, and the courage to act when the world doubts you. The mess hall cook had reminded the elite Navy SEALs of something simple yet profound. Never underestimate anyone, because the quietest people often carry the greatest strength. In life, as in battle, the unexpected can change everything. Pride can blind us. Assumptions can fail us. But when humility meets capability, miracles happen. Mara's single shot wasn't just center mass. It was a statement, a truth, and a lesson that would be remembered long after the range was empty. What did this story make you feel? Where are you watching from? Subscribe to Soul Relief Stories for more real stories that heal the heart.